So we are back, we are in the pits. It looks like Martin has slipped down the order behind Top Gun after pitting. I'm assuming here Top Gun holding out then on the hard tyres, might be trying to go for hard softs. Umer, an absolute nightmare of an in-lap there for the hard tyres, and he's ended up down in 9th position. Buntiz is hot on the heels here of Royal Viking, and Hashim has closed right up to Martin with the undercut, and now because Martin has got the cold hard tyres for a lap or two, Hashim has pulled himself right into contention. This is for the lead of the race, don't forget. Both these sets of tyres on these two cars will comfortably make the end of the race, but now it is a two-way battle between Martin and Hashim. Nick Gishan has moved himself forward up to 5th place after a pretty disastrous qualifying by his high standards. But Hashim versus Martin is where the net lead of the race is currently, with Top Gun extending his gap at the front now on the 18 lap old hard tyres. Yet to pit for the first time is our race leader, Top Gun. Oh, and Hashim just getting crossed up coming out of Yun Sao. Still those tyres not quite where he wants them. That helps Martin breathe a sigh of relief once again. And will this be the race that only Martin seems to want to win, or seems to be able to win at least? Buntiz on the back of Royal Viking, as Shakes is still out there on his starting tyres. The only driver other than him is Zero to Cool on hards, and they're fighting currently for 11th and 12th positions respectively. Royal Viking far to the left of the track, I think there to break the toe of the car behind. Will Shakes be able to make a move here for 10th place against Arno? Shakes still on the medium tyres, still with some grip at least on those mediums, but his exit out of the Curva del Sol, turn 3, was just not there where he needs it to be. That's all about traction and grip coming through Curva del Sol. Buntiz is very close, just up the road a little bit to the back of Royal Viking, as Umer on the comeback trail is catching at the moment. Now, I don't know that Umer has got the pace in hand over Martin to actually catch him. I think he had the pace to beat him and keep him behind, but has he got the kind of pace delta he needs to catch Martin? He'll be hoping for a safety car that falls his way, I imagine, as they then head up the hill. It's lap 21. It's 21 laps on the hard tyre for Top Gun as well. Shakes, the reason he's able to run a lap or two extra, as around the outside of Buntiz comes Umer, sneaks around, tiptoeing his way. He'll be hoping for a good exit here relative to Buntiz, and he gets it. Good overtake there from Umer around the outside into Curva 1. And you've got Royal Viking, who is derating down. Does anybody in the live chat think that Umer can make it back to vie for the lead with Martin, or does he need something else to go wrong for one of our race leaders? Will it be Martin Hashim who will make the next mistake? So Top Gun in the pits with 15 to go is too much of a stretch for the soft tyres. I think 15 laps, you need to be 10 to 12 laps ready for the soft tyres to make it work. So Top Gun drops down now, as you would expect, but he'll be on the quickest tyres on the track, next to Shakes, I suppose, and able to then really push at the end of this race. We've got Umer right on the back here of the Aston Martin, who doesn't make it very difficult for him. Royal Viking, knowing that Umer has got naturally more pace, so not a big fight if he can stay with Royal Viking. It will help him defend against Buntiz, who you'd think is probably his natural rival here in the midfield. Umer, so back up to 7th from 10th at one point after the mistakes. And Martin's still in the lead now by 1.7 seconds as Hashim tries to get back on track. Pantry Star is in 3rd place, and some distance away then from 2nd position. We've got penalties on the on the car for both, for Uzi on 8 seconds, Shakes on 3, and Bert's on 3, but it's not very many of our drivers on those penalties. And Elmarie is cheering on the Haas team of Chums and Pantry Start. So I haven't heard from you yet, Elmarie. Good evening to you and everybody else watching with you, it sounds like. I think we need separate devices watching though for our numbers, if you can. Oh, for crying out loud.